Attention is a currency, traded on the screen. Bids in the comment section, likes inflate the dream. Algorithms set the price, not truth, not skill. If it bleeds, it leaves. Volatility sells the thrill. Scroll futures, short attention, long outrage. Synthetic fame bubbles pop every age. Everybody famous, nobody known. Borrow validation, leverage ego loans. They don't wanna think cause they want reactors. Fast dopamine hits, not deep thought factors. Your focus is the product, your mind is the land. The strip mining intention with a swipe of the hands. Welcome to the attention market, distorted supply. Where noise beats value and the loud multiply. They pump fake relevance, then dump your soul. Crash your self-worth just to hit engagement goals. Influence laundering, clout gets clean. Renting credibility from a rented screen. The metric ain't meaning it's retention time. If they keep you stuck, they win in the crime. Creators chase trends like fiat with no gold. Printing hot takes till the culture gets cold. Truth moves slow, lies go viral. Speed beats depth in the attention spiral. Everybody branding, nobody built. Flexing highlight reels, hiding existential guilt. The free rewards, extremes punishes calm. Peace don't convert, chaos sells bombs. Welcome to the attention market, distorted supply. Where noise beats value and the loud multiply. They pump fake relevance, then dump your soul. Crash your self-worth just to hit engagement goals. If attention is money, most people are broke. Spending it careless on a digital joke. The richest stay quiet, move off the grid, while the poor yell louder, begging to be seen. I'm investing in silence, compounding my time. Low frequency, thinking in a high-speed grind. I don't chase virality, I build demand. Own my attention, that's a sovereign plan. They monetize distraction, I weaponize focus. While they sell illusions, I sell the notice. What you look at becomes who you are. Choose your markets before you choose your stars. Attention ain't free, it's the cost of your life. Every scroll is a cut with a digital knife. So trade it like it matters, because it does. In the economy of attraction, focus is blood. Attention is a currency, traded on the screen. Bids in the comment section, likes inflate the dream. Algorithms set the price, not truth, not skill. If it bleeds, it leaves. Volatility sells the thrill. Scroll futures, short attention, long outrage. Synthetic fame bubbles pop every age. Everybody famous, nobody known. Borrow validation, leverage ego loans. They don't wanna think cause they want reactors. Fast dopamine hits, not deep thought factors. Your focus is the product, your mind is the land. The strip mining intention with a swipe of the hands. Welcome to the attention market, distorted supply. Where noise beats value and the loud multiply. They pump fake relevance, then dump your soul. Crash your self-worth just to hit engagement goals. Influence laundering, clout gets clean. Renting credibility from a rented screen. The metric ain't meaning it's retention time. If they keep you stuck, they win in the crime. Creators chase trends like fiat with no gold. Printing hot takes till the culture gets cold. Truth moves slow, lies go viral. Speed beats depth in the attention spiral. Everybody branding, nobody built. Flexing highlight reels, hiding existential guilt. The free rewards, extremes punishes calm. Peace don't convert, chaos sells bombs. Welcome to the attention market, distorted supply. Where noise beats value and the loud multiply. They pump fake relevance, then dump your soul. Crash your self-worth just to hit engagement goals. If attention is money, most people are broke. Spending it careless on a digital joke. The richest stay quiet, move off the grid, while the poor yell louder, begging to be seen. I'm investing in silence, compounding my time. Low frequency, thinking in a high-speed grind. I don't chase virality, I build demand. Own my attention, that's a sovereign plan. They monetize distraction, I weaponize focus. While they sell illusions, I sell the notice. What you look at becomes who you are. Choose your markets before you choose your stars. Attention ain't free, it's the cost of your life. Every scroll is a cut with a digital knife. So trade it like it matters, because it does. In the economy of attraction, focus is blood.
Oh, what's going on? What's going on? It's a good Monday morning. Welcome back to Attraction Economics. I'm your guy, Big Dog Barking, man. Oh, I had to forgive me. I had to take a couple of days off. I think the last live I did, uh, it kind of bothered me. Well, I ain't gonna say it bothered me. It kind of it knocked me back for a minute. My own words knocked me back for a minute. And I've been going through a little I don't know if I want to call it a mood swing. I ain't gonna say I was emotional. I ain't crash out or nothing like that. I went deep in thought. Put it like that. I just went deep in thought. I pretty much was like I was by myself. Not by myself physically, but I isolated myself in my own head. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get things back right. You know what I'm saying? Cause yeah, I just need a little break, a little mental break. That's all that is, and come back a little bit hard for y'all good people to listen to your boy. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, welcome back to the show. You know what I'm saying? As y'all in the building, like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Also hit that cash out. $ Big Dog Bargain 2132. Big donation, small donation, all donations. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But I understand we are in a bad economy. So whatever you can give me is cool. If you can't give, I'm gonna give back to you. You know what I'm saying? The best way I can. So anyway, I ain't finna dive off into my whole little isolation, you know what I'm saying? Get my mind a little bit more focused. I did a little reading, a little meditation, and watch a couple of videos here and there, trying to get my mind back right. Like I don't believe, like I said, it was crazy that my own words triggered me. My own words triggered me. That's crazy. That my own words triggered me. Like that's insane. For something I say to y'all triggered me. But it happens. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody perfect. Everybody got their flaws and blemishes and everything like that. So yeah, so I just took some little time off. I did a little live from a little Mexican restaurant the other day. You know what I'm saying? Just to let folks know I was still in the world and all that right there. But yeah, I had to actually take some time back and reevaluate some things. Not in my personal life, not with my wife, not with my kids, not with my grandkids, or nothing like that. Not with my friends and family members. Nah, it wasn't nothing like that. It was just looking at social media and where social media is. Like I really was like, bruh, I got into a dark place because I'm like, man, these folk crazy. These folks crazy. Everybody got a solution to everybody's problems. Ain't nobody fix their own motherfucking problems and shit like that. And I just got to thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. And the more I thought, the more darker and more evil I got. And I know and I know I tell y'all that I'm so far away from that person that I used to be a long time ago. But the more I thought and the more I watched, I still, watch, content creators. I still watching videos and, lives and shit like that. But the more I watch, the more darker and evil I got. The more darker and evil I got. And it wasn't just that, I want to just spaz out and crash out. And I was like, man, it's like, bro, y'all don't deserve the solutions y'all want. Y'all don't deserve it. What is for educational purpose, self improvement, entertainment, whatever the case may be. Y'all don't deserve it because y'all ain't gonna know what to do with it if you get it. And here I am, 3 years and a little bit over 3 years, and I've been trying to get y'all good men and women information to help you better yourself. But I realized something. Y'all don't want to better yourself. Y'all like to complain. Y'all like complaints. Y'all don't want solutions. Y'all don't want answers. Y'all want complaints. Y'all want to be able to express your issues, whether they real or fake, to people. You just want to get on the microphone and talk. You need attention. You ain't got no answers. You could tell me all your personal experiences and all that type of shit right there. Y'all ain't got no real answers. For who? I sit up here and I listen. I got 2 kids, 18, 24. And I have to talk to them about their life. I give them answers. Then I sit here and listen to y'all try to give out answers. And I'm like, what? I can't tell my son and daughter that dumb ass shit y'all be trying to tell them. They be all messed up in their head, looking at men and women cross-eyed and shit like that, trying to figure out who really like them and who playing with them and all that right there. I'm like, no, everything a test, everything is questionable. If they don't do this, they don't like you. If they don't put you before everything they doing, they don't like, bro. Y'all say a lot of shit that got both men and women fucked up. Y'all say a lot of shit that get both the men and women fucked up, and then want to point fingers at the opposite gender and say you're the problem. No, y'all the problem. Y'all the problem. So I'm just sitting back and, like I said, I'm getting. I had to get dark. I had to get evil. I had to get evil, and it bothered me that I have to be evil when I don't want to be evil. But this is what y'all want. So going forward, I'm evil. I'm evil. I told y'all I was evil. I told y'all everything that these niggas get called, I've been called that since I was a teenager. So now I'm gonna have to go and show y'all. And shout out to my nigga Fatty. And then Fatty was the reason I really started getting back into the dark psychology, the dark triad. Because he said something on the live a while ago. It was about no less than a month. He had said something. He was like, ain't nobody teaching nobody the dark psychology, the narcissism, the Machiavellianism, the psychopathy. Ain't nobody trying to teach nobody this type of shit. Ain't nobody trying to teach nobody this type of shit. Everybody want to be, oh, let's figure it out. Oh, this. Oh, society. Oh, women this, men this. No. Nope, that ain't it. Everybody in their fucking feelings. Everybody got their panties and boxes in a bunch. No, that ain't it, bruh. Nope, nope, nope. Because a lot of you motherfuckers, y'all want to be narcissists. Y'all self-absorbed. But y'all don't want to claim narcissism. Oh, I ain't narcissist. And now you sit there and say, I got narcissistic traits. I ain't no full blown narcissist. But the more I think about it, it's like, yeah, I might be a full blown narcissist. I don't give a fuck. Don't care. I'm self absorbed. I know my worth. I talk shit. I talk my shit. I got results for me to talk shit. I done did a lot of dumb ass shit in my life for me to talk shit and still be in the position I'm in life. So yeah, I'm narcissistic. I look in the mirror and I can flex on the motherfucker. Say, hey, I did some shit y'all niggas want to do. I'm doing some shit y'all niggas want to do now. So yeah, I can pat myself on the motherfucking back and talk my shit because I know y'all want this type of shit. Then come Machiavellianism. Oh, strategy. Oh, manipulation. Oh, mind control. Oh yeah. Yeah. See, I'm at the highest level. See, I could do all that dumb ass shit. You know what I'm saying? I could talk to the folks that still sleep, that just walk around and just like, share, subscribe shit. Just look at shit, get told what to do, believe everything a motherfucker tell y'all. Yeah, I was at that level at one point in time. Then for those that go to the next level, now you repeat little shit to make you seem smart and all that type of shit, but you really don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yeah, I did that, but I actually knew what I was fucking talking about. And when I did know what I was talking about, I did a little research to find out what the fuck I was talking about. So I keep talking about shit. Yeah, I did that. Then I sit up and then, a lot of y'all want to avoid traps. You calculate it. You see it finna happen, all that type of shit. But you can't never scare away the bad guy. You can't never get a motherfucker off your ass. You can avoid all the trap, but the motherfucker still on your ass. You see plays, but motherfucker still on your ass. And then the next level, I'm like, yeah, it's powerful. I don't take no shit. I'm a lion. Hear me roar. But that's not good enough, cause a lot of y'all niggas, eh, you ain't that powerful. It sound good on behind the keyboard and the camera. It sound real good. What you will do, but not nah, y'all niggas don't do that shit. To be honest, y'all niggas don't do that shit. But then y'all want to be puppet masters. You want to pull strings and shit like that. You want to be behind the curtain. You want to be in the shadows like the wizard and the Wizard of Oz. I control everything, but you just a little weak ass individual that need the lights and the cameras and the actions act like you just in charge. See, that's what a lot of y'all niggas at right now. That y'all need this type of shit to feel like y'all in charge. Why everybody got a channel? Oh, you can't come over here and talk crazy to me on my channel. This my channel. I ain't gotta deal with the hate. I could block you. I can get you out of my chat room. I ain't gotta deal with, but how the hell you gonna deal in life? You can't deal with a little hate. You don't like negativity. You wanna run shit, you wanna pull a string, but you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And a lot of y'all are playing the game somebody else created. A lot of y'all playing the game somebody else created. This ain't the game y'all created. This a game somebody else created. Y'all on somebody else's platform. You didn't create this platform, but everybody act like they run shit. You're playing in the same game I'm playing in. But the difference between me and y'all this right here is that out of all the shit I just told y'all, I'm the motherfucker that can go out there and I can walk with you zombies. You feel what I'm saying? I can sit in these circles with y'all, act like it. We having a real intelligent conversation, even though I know you motherfuckers stupid. You feel what I'm saying? I can sit around here with y'all and listen to y'all talking about y'all avoiding these traps and pitfalls and hurdles and shit like that. But I'm like, bro, they still setting them up and you still falling in the middle day by day. I can sit back and listen to y'all war stories of fame and glory about what you did back in the day. I'm like, yeah, but that was back in the day. What you doing now? I can listen to y'all talking about how y'all so evolved and so got so much intelligence and shit like that. Like you know how to put people in places and shit like that, but you ain't got yourself in place. And how y'all can't even create a game for motherfuckers to play in to where you can sit back and watch. See, I can do all that type of shit. And I'm finna do it. I'm finna do it. I'm finna do it. Hate me, love me, like me, dislike me. Really don't care. At this point, really don't care. It took a couple of days for me to realize that I'm really evil. And I done said this shit numerous times before, but every time I say it, I like, nah, I don't want to do evil shit. I don't want to be the bad guy. But I also say I don't got a problem being the bad guy. I don't probably have a problem being the villain. It's fun being the villain. I sit up here and try to give y'all niggas good advice and good information. Try to help y'all out of y'all motherfucking problem. Y'all don't want no motherfucking help. You want me to pick a side and say the other side is the bad guy. No, I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. And I'm gonna tell you motherfuckers how to reach deep down inside yourself and pull out your inner villain, your inner bad guy. Let's do that. Let's all be bad guys together. Let's all set the world on fire and watch it burn. Cause that's what y'all want to do anyway. If women want to blame the men for the problem, men want to blame the women for the problems. Now the men and the women, the parents want to blame the kids for the problem. But even though the kids watched your dumb ass do all this dumb ass shit, Yeah, that's how I set this motherfucker on fire. Anyway, today's topic is you didn't lose her, bruh. You got out big. You didn't lose her, bruh. You got out big. You feel what I'm saying? And if that sound harsh, it is. If it sounds like I'm being harsh, it is. Because it's supposed to be harsh. It's supposed to hurt your feelings. You didn't lose her, bro. You got outbid. And if it sound like it's hurtful, harsh, rub you the wrong way, that cause it's supposed to rub your head the wrong way, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because most people are wanting, most people are walking around thinking they got replaced. Most people are walking around thinking they got replaced. They got rejected. No, 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 no. You didn't get replaced. You didn't get rejected. Nope. That ain't what happened. You just got moved out the way for a better, stronger offer. You didn't get rejected. A better offer came along and she left. And I know a lot of y'all guys don't want to hear that shit. Oh, she just did me dirty. No, she didn't do you dirty, bruh. Something better came along. And what's so crazy is I remember as a teenager, I used to say this dumbass shit to females all the motherfucking times. Like, you fuck with me because you fuck with me, but you only fuck with me until you get something better. You only fuck with me until something better come along. I've been ahead of the game. I've been knowing what the fuck was going on. I've been knowing this shit. I wasn't blind to the fact I was still learning women when I was in relationships, but I wasn't stupid. I used to have to tell girls that shit like, nigga, you only fuck with me until something better come along, and then soon as something better come along, nigga, I'm gone. You gonna X me out. And you can say what you want to say and say it's not gonna happen. I don't live in the fantasy world. I live in reality. I've been living in reality a long motherfucker time. And that was back in the 90s. Yes, I'm a Gen X, Zennial, whichever one you want to call me. I been saw this shit coming. That's why when I see what's going on in 2026 right now, when I hear y'all motherfucker arguing back and forth about who would fall for the downfall of relationships and marriages and shit like that, when I sit here and have these conversations with my son and my daughter about their own relationships and shit like that, think I've been seeing this shit. I've been seeing this shit. A motherfucker replace you because something better come along. You think it's rejection. No, it's just a better offer. It's a better offer. You know what I'm saying? And you sit around and tell yourself all day, every day, maybe it was a bad time. Right place, wrong place, right time, whatever the case may be. It was just bad time. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. It was bad time. You sit around and say, oh, she wasn't ready for no real relationship. She wasn't ready to grow. She wasn't ready to be wifey, whatever the case may be. Keep telling yourself this shit. You know what I'm saying? You can sit around and say you messed up. And you probably did. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no, you probably fucked up. You probably did something you had no business doing. It happens. We're human. We're not perfect. You feel what I'm saying? So you sitting around here saying it was right place, wrong time. She wasn't ready to be in a committed relationship. I did something wrong. And all that shit might be true. And then again, it might not be true. You keep telling yourself what you gotta tell yourself to make yourself live through the problems, live through the pain. Keep telling yourself what you need to tell yourself. You feel what I'm saying? But hold up. But see, none of that explains why. None of that explains why they moved on so fast, or why they suddenly had energy for someone else. That's because this wasn't about timing. This was about value. See, you can sit around here all day and tell yourself whatever you gotta tell yourself to make yourself feel good about somebody leaving you. But the truth of the matter is, it was about value. 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 That's what this shit boiled down to. Not timing. And see, when I hear the men and the women talking about this shit, this is what I hear. I hear value. I hear the women say the men don't provide no value. When I look at the numbers of like everybody else, the stats, and I look at it like everybody else, I'm like, well, truth be told, the value is in the mediocrity of everybody. Average money, average height, average weight, average dick size. The value is we're average. The majority of people are average. The majority of men are average, ladies. And men. The majority of women are average. The majority. So yeah, women, it's nice to see this nigga on stage hopping around, full of energy. It's nice to see a NFL player or NBA player and shit like that. It's nice to see that shit, but the majority of the niggas you come across are average. So when you see these entertainers and lawyers and doctors and people like that, yeah, they are above average. So yeah, they feel they got a lot of value more than the niggas you come across with every day. And gentlemen, same thing with these ladies. The ones y'all look at IG and X and OF and all that type of shit right there. Yes, they look very, 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 very attractive. They stand out. The ones that do stand out, the one that actually got something going on. I ain't just talking about subscribers. That don't mean shit. Followers don't mean shit. All you gonna do is try to convert that into a brand deal, and you know how you operate off of that. You gotta do certain type of thing to keep your brand deal. And if you don't qualify, if you don't keep doing the shit you're doing to keep that brand deal going, you're gonna lose that deal, and now you gotta work twice as hard to get another deal. So yeah, you might have followers and subscribers and shit like that, but is you getting what you need to succeed? You showing your ass and your titties all motherfucking day, but that shit don't. What, you gonna get a Fashion Over deal, a Sheen deal? You gonna promote shit on the TikTok shop, hoping that you got enough influence in a motherfucker about these products that probably ain't no damn good in the first place. As long as you get your little check, while simultaneously saying niggas broke, but you the one prostituting yourself just to get $1, and then turn around and tell me you a boss bitch. All right, cool, whatever. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Who am I? I say you wrong. I'm just gonna call you an idiot. I'm just gonna call you an idiot. For you to sit there and believe that that your ass and titties gonna make sure you a boss bitch. No, you motherfucker Kim K. To be honest. Kim K is something nice to reach, you know what I'm saying? Trying to be the next Kim K is nice. Kim K got famous off of a fucking flick with Ray J. None of you motherfuckers gonna parlay your little content on the little content you got in your phone. Ain't none of you motherfuckers trying to turn this shit into no $1 billion business. None of you. None of you. Y'all not finna sit there and get piped down by some random ass nigga and got enough distribution to promote that shit. get paid off that shit and take that money and flip that shit into some other shit. Y'all ain't doing that type of shit. What you gonna do is try to get some money to go buy a pair of Balenciagas? Get a $500 bus now. You feel what I'm saying? You're not gonna do what it takes to build off your little pussy getting popped on. No, you just gonna buy some bullshit. You gonna buy some bullshit and think you're doing something with some fake ass jewelry and some overpriced designer. And then I tell a nigga like me, oh, you broke, you can't afford it. You's a liar. You a liar. I just don't want that shit. And I hate that I got the shit that I got now. I look at that shit now. That shit don't even mean shit to me no more. The only thing I really like is I like my watches. I like my watches. I don't give a fuck. I like my watches. I just buy shit because it was nice to buy. It was nice to have the shit. Oh, I got my wife this. I got my son this. I got my daughter this. I got myself this. Yeah, it was nice. And then when I really realized, like, nigga, I spent all this money on bullshit. So now you finna sit up there and pop your pussy for some bullshit? And then gonna tell me you a boss bitch. But this is what we're talking about value. This is what we're talking about with value. You think that little shit means something to a motherfucker. You think this shit means something, no. That shit don't mean shit. That shit don't mean shit. A nigga come through with a better offer and you jumping. A better offer and you jumping. Cause you think that he got a lot of shit going on that's way more valuable than the nigga you already got. And then when push come to shove, when the truth come out, that nigga ain't no better than the nigga you already fucking on. He just got a couple more toys and can razzle dazzle your motherfucking ass. Let's be serious, ladies and gentlemen. Let's be serious, ladies and gentlemen. What? Wife texted me. But yeah. But it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't about perfect time. It was about value. You got outbid because this nigga got quote unquote more value. We gonna dive a little bit deep into this shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna dive a little bit deep into this shit. So again, this is attraction economics. This is attraction economics. And I try to tell y'all over and over again is that this shit works the same way in finance, the same way in sports, the same way in the stock market. All this shit revolves the same motherfucking way. And y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. See, attraction doesn't work the way most doesn't work the way bleh, attraction doesn't work the way people want it to. Okay? It's not just emotional, it's not just chemistry. Attraction is evaluation, data collection. That's what this shit really is. It's not about, it's just not emotional, it's just not a spark. It's just not physical attraction. No, it's evaluation. It's evaluation. They're just like, and when a big Fortune 500 company is recruiting employees for their company, you looking at what these, like, some of them gonna get in because they know somebody. It pays to know somebody in these high paid places. You know what I'm saying? It pays for that. Then a lot of them gonna get in because of their resume. And you can say what you want. I'm gonna hire the best person for the job, male or female, black or white. I don't give a fuck. You can say what you want to say. I'm not finna let my company crash just because you want me to hire certain people, just for the sake of hiring certain people. No, I'm not that crazy. Call me what you want to call me. Say I'm E. No, I need the best people in my positions. So I'm gonna do an evaluation. Me and you can come from the same fucking background. I don't give a fuck about that type of shit. If you gonna help me, if you gonna help my company grow, if you gonna help my team grow, if you gonna help this relationship grow, I don't give a fuck if you come from the same background I come from. I don't give a fuck if you make my dick hard. I don't care if we have good conversation. Is you gonna help this shit grow? Is you gonna help this shit grow? Is you gonna help me build this motherfucker to where it need to be? Or is you just gonna be a liability? Are you gonna be in my way? Which one is it? See, we want this shit to be, oh, I feel some type of way. Oh, they so attractive. No, I'm looking at what's gonna work. I don't give a fuck about how you look. I don't give a fuck about how you make me feel. Is this shit gonna make money? Is this shit gonna grow? Am I gonna be able to build and get what the fuck I want out of life with you? Not once did I say I'm finna use you. Not once did I say I'm finna abuse you. No, I ain't saying no shit like that. Do it make sense for me to put you around me and do what the fuck I need you to do? Evaluation. Do it make sense? We want to be in love. Oh, we don't nobody love nobody. Y'all motherfuckers don't love nobody in that. You can sit here and tell a motherfucker you love them, and the minute they tell you no, the minute they do something you don't like, guess what the fuck you finna do? You gonna act like the motherfucker ain't never told you yet. Showing all your little fucked up character issues. We all good as long as the motherfucker say yeah, and the minute the motherfucker say no, that's a problem. Really? Really? That let me know something about you. I tell you no, you crashing out. What? And trust me, I see this shit a lot. I see this shit a lot in my own life, my personal life. I got two examples of that shit right now. One is my mom-in-law. I see her do this shit all the motherfucking time, and they can't tell her no. Her daughters can't tell her no. Her sons can't tell her no. Can't nobody tell her no. She crashes out. Nobody. Man or woman can't tell that lady no. Or it's a problem. You know the second person on the scene? My son's girlfriend. She can't be told no. She act like my son ain't never did shit for when he tell her no. So that's two examples in my real life I see every day. And I like these people. I love my mom-in-law. I respect my son girlfriend. But I sit back and watch them. I'm like, man, you got a problem. You can't be told no. So now I get to looking at my wife and my sister-in-laws and say, like, man, why do y'all deal with that dumbass shit from her? And they tell me we don't deal with it. I'm like, but yeah. And I said, she'll come back around. She'll call y'all. It's just like she finna cook a dinner or some shit like that just to get y'all back over there. And then get back with the shit. Sorry shit with my son girlfriend. She don't like to hear the word no and everything, she wanna be all lovey-dovey. I even told her no and shit like that. In a minute, she feel like he back in her good graces and shit like that. She pop some shit, and he get the cussing her ass out, and then it's like, well, you did the dumbass shit. But this is the valuation. So that's why I sit there and tell my wife, my sister-in-law, the one that listen. That's why I sit there and tell my son, I'm like, it is good for business. You don't have to deal with this shit if you don't want to. Now again, even though I sit there and tell these people that, should also say, yeah, I love my mom-in-law. She can be a good person. I respect my son girlfriend. She's a good person. So it's not like they just full-blown assholes. It's not like they full-blown whatever. No, they are good people. They do good things for people. I done seen them do a lot of good shit for people. I have. But when you tell their ass no, then it's a problem. I done said this shit about my wife. I done said this shit about my wife. Like, she want to have her motherfucking way. I been said that shit. There ain't no secret. I tell her that in no face. We done had arguments about this type of shit. Ain't no secret. I been felt like that. Guess what? Her grandmama and granddaddy, God rest their soul, been told me she was spoiled. I don't play spoiled. I don't play spoiled. I fuck with you as long as you do what I need you to do. But the minute you think I'm supposed to do something for you just because, it's a problem. And we didn't came across that bridge a couple of times. We didn't walk across that bridge a couple of times. I'm just supposed to do shit for you because you who you are. Not because you did right. Just because you who you supposed to be. I said, no, you crazy. Sometimes we argue. Sometimes she let the shit go. Sometimes I cave in. You know what I'm saying? But to sit there and just do it because you. No rhyme or reason. Just to do shit for you because you. No, you stupid. And this is why I try to tell niggas all motherfucking day. This is why y'all can't win. This is why y'all selling with trash ass females and shit, cause you just doing shit for the simple fact that cause they women. Not cause they good women. You just doing shit cause the fact your dick dry. So you gonna be in a fucked up situation with a fucked up ass female just because your dick hard and your balls blue. Think about that. That's why I sit up here and I pat my son on the back. For one, I put so much game in my son motherfucking head that my son look at his girlfriend like, look, man, you gonna be fucked up without me before I be fucked up without you. Her whole family is sitting up there telling her, you can't fuck that up. That's a good nigga. You know what I tell my son? You can get another one of her. So they running around this motherfucker. 18, 21, 25, 30, 40, 50. I said, you can get another one of them motherfuckers that got plenty of potential, but depending on what the fuck environment she in, you can be less than or you can be better than, depending on who around you. You feel what I'm saying? This is an evaluation test. This ain't got nothing to do with love. This ain't got nothing to do with chemistry. No feelings. This is just simple evaluation. You can feel how you want to feel. You can feel how you want to feel. Now, people are consistently, whether consciously or subconsciously, asking themselves this: what am I gaining from this person? And is there someone who offers more? That's it. That's it. Whether they doing it consciously or subconsciously, they keep asking yourself, what am I gaining from this person? And is there someone that can offer me more value, evaluation? She's sitting there looking at you, guy, and saying to herself, what can she get out of you? And can she get it from somebody else and more? That's what this shit really. And don't get it twisted, gentlemen. Don't get this shit twisted. Y'all do the same fucking thing. Y'all do the same fucking thing. And see, with both genders, it boils down to one or two things: money and sex. It's money and sex. You gonna use your money to get sex, and you gonna use her sex to get money. Outside of them two things, y'all don't give a fuck about shit else. Y'all don't give a fuck about shit else. So she sit around and say, "Oh, am I getting the money I want? And if I'm not, if there's someone out there that can give me more money, I'm willing to drop off this neck. I'm willing to bust this pussy open. And whatever little freaky little desire this nigga got on his motherfucking mind, as long as he can buy me some bullshit." And niggas, y'all know different because you like, oh, all I gotta do is buy some bullshit and hopefully I can come across a little freak. Is it fair? No. Is it right? No. But that's the truth. That's the truth. Again, motherfuckers ain't looking for love. Motherfucker looking for an edge. Motherfucker looking for a leg up. Y'all sitting around here and talk about, oh, let's go back, let's go back. I don't know what happened. Social media did this, feminism did this, sexual liberation did this. Man, this shit always been around. So come to find out your grandma was a hoe and your granddad was a rolling stone. You see how easy it is when you can sit there and say, oh, grandmama did so and so for granddad, and granddad had families all across the motherfucking city. Oh, you praising your granddaddy for being a rolling stone and just slanging dick everywhere, ain't it? He ain't got a problem slanging dick everywhere, dude. But your uncle don't look nothing like your mom. Your uncle don't look nothing like your mom. But you want to prop up granddad for slanging dick everywhere. But the uncle your mama came up with don't look nothing alike. Is that your granddaddy's son? Or is it that the milkman's son? Is that the yard man's son? Is that the paperboy son? Whose son is that if it ain't his? And y'all ain't gonna talk about this, y'all. We ain't gonna talk about it. Why not? Why not bring up that bullshit? Because you don't want your grandma to be out of this a Jezebel. You don't want your grandma to be out of this a Jezebel. A little joint. You think it just now started in the 2000s, in the 90s, the 80s? Whenever the fuck you want to say this shit started? I don't know. That shit been going on since back then. But y'all don't want to talk about your grandma being a hoe. You don't want to talk about your grandma being a hoe. You don't want to talk about your great grandma being a hoe. Oh no, you don't want to talk about that. You'll prop up your granddad for slanging dick everywhere, but you don't want to talk about your grandma getting fucked by everybody. Interesting. 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 Very, very interesting. I do admit. That's a very interesting thing. But then you'll turn around and also sit there and say single moms are the reason why these boys and these girls are so fucked up in the neighborhood. But your ass was laying the pipe to make these single moms. Interesting again. You don't got a problem hating the women, saying that the women is the reason why the niggas fucked up and the women fucked up, but your ass ain't nowhere to be found. You ain't in the house. You ain't trying to make sure your son got a little stoicism, a little balance. You ain't in the house to let your daughter know she more than just a piece of pussy. You outside trying to get more pussy. Because you said, oh, Shawty ain't gonna act right, so I'm just gonna give me another wife and another family. I start me a whole nother family. I leave that one behind. But then you'll also say that that's the problem. Ain't no daddies in the house, but you left your family because you couldn't get along with your woman. I'm just being honest with y'all motherfuckers. See, I ain't finna try to kiss y'all niggas ass, and I ain't finna try to kiss these females ass. I'm just gonna be honest with you bitches. This shit ain't got nothing to do with feelings. This shit ain't got nothing to do with sparks. It ain't nothing. What can you do for me? And if you can't do what I need you to do, I'll go find somebody that can do it. That's all this shit really boiled down to. I hate to tell y'all the motherfucking truth, but y'all be talking this same shit. Y'all be talking the same shit. So, what are people outbidding you with? What are these dudes outbidding you with? What did the fuck did this nigga do to get your bitch? What do he do? What do he do? See, cause in modern dating, excuse me, in modern dating, everyone is bidding, whether they realize it or not. And the currency isn't just money, it's attention. Who makes them feel seen? Attention. Who makes them feel seen? So did you lose your bitch to a nigga that told her she was the best thing since sliced bread and she bought that shit? Cause you sit back and you try to do everything you supposed to make sure the bitch straight. And a nigga came in and just told your chick, man, she's the most beautiful thing in the world because you ain't told her she the most beautiful thing in the world and she fell for it. That's how you got? Or is it status? Did she get with a nigga that actually put her in a better position for you, for social media? For social media, for likes, for views. Is that she look better in the picture together? Oh, that's a beautiful couple. That's a powerful couple. And they look so good together. Is it lifestyle? Did he have a little bit more money than you? Was he able to buy the little bullshit she looking for? Was he able to take her to the little 5 stars and take her on these little trips and shit like that she want to go on? Was that? You know what I'm saying? Was it emotional control? Who feels stable, grounded, unbothered? Was it that? Was it? Was it? Hold up. Excuse me. Was it scarcity? Was it scarcity? Was it that he was available? You available to everybody? You community dick? And she found somebody that ain't throwing that dick around everybody and she liked that type of shit? What are you getting outbid with, my guy? And here's the truth. Here's the uncomfortable truth. You could be a good person, a wonderful person, a loving person, standing on 10 toes. You doing whatever. You could be a good dude and still lose. Because this isn't about fairness, it's about perceived value. So when y'all sit around here talking all that righteous shit, you a good dude. I work these many hours, I do this, I do that, and da. I'm a good man. What the fuck did that mean in a world where you could be a good dude and you can get outbidded by a nigga that make $1 more than you? What does it mean to be a good dude when you can give him a lifestyle? When another nigga can give them a lifestyle, you don't want to give them or can't give them. What does it mean being a good dude when you crash out, when she don't have your dinner ready, when you come home from a hard day at work, or you do put so many demands on her that you're not stable no more? You ain't you unbothered. You're not unbothered. You fucked up because she doing some shit you don't like, and you got to say something about it instead of letting that shit slide because it really ain't no big thing. See, that's what it is. It's like you, my guy, feel like because you're such a good guy, a stand-up guy, you don't get in trouble, you never did nothing wrong, all that type of shit right there. Because you feel like you do all this type of shit that you supposed to have your cake. But life ain't fair. You can be a good person and still lose. You could be a good dude and still lose. You don't like that shit. But let's put it on the other foot. Let's put this shoe on the other foot. Let's be honest about the situation. And this is not me caping. This is me being honest. How many times has been a good woman did everything right by your funk ass, and you did them dirty. You did them dirty. I just did a live not too long ago talking about you can get with a good chick that do everything right, build a nice family together, and you risk it all for a bitch that work with you. And then to feel some type of way where your woman will leave you the fuck alone because you risk it all for a bitch that work with you. And then to sit up here and complain talking about she wasn't no ride or that. She wasn't holding me down and shit like that. No, nigga, you put your dick in another female and she wasn't going. But instead of you holding yourself accountable for doing some bullshit, you're gonna say she wrong for leaving your funk ass alone. Make it make sense. See, it's easy for you to sit there and say you a good hard working man, and the bitch just up and left you because you wasn't around her. You wasn't giving her no attention. Whatever the case you want to say she did, whatever it was. Oh, she didn't want to stay down. She wanted this, she wanted that. Woo, 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 woo. And I ain't give her this and I ain't do this. So she up and left. It's easy for you to say that shit. But you playing the same game. You want her to stay because you a good guy. And when she say no, I need more, you feel slighted. You feel like she did you dirty when she said she need more. But you ain't got no problem getting with the good woman, and she doing everything in her power. She cooking, she cleaning, she your personal slave, sex slave in the bedroom. She doing all the shit you want her to do, and you still like, I could exercise the option whenever I feel like it. Make it make sense. Make this shit make sense. But again, it's perceived value. What do I believe? What do I believe this motherfucker worth? What do I believe this motherfucker worth? That what this shit really boiled down to. And this is the moment you got outbid. This is the crucial moment in time when you got outbid by another dude. See, there was a moment. There was a moment, and you didn't even see it coming, where the comparison happens. There was a moment in time where the comparison happened. And maybe it was subtle, maybe it was instant. But in that moment, someone else looked like a better deal. And not necessarily a better person, a better option. Not necessarily a better person, a better option. And from that point forward, the outcome was already decided. See, it's not about you being a good guy. It's not about you being a good woman. It's about that moment in time. That moment in time where she's seen the better option in her head. It's that moment in time when he's seen the better option in his head. Like I said, you got an option. You got somebody with you at the house, and you go to work. And you see this motherfucker at work more time than you see the person at the house. Excuse me. It was undercover. Or it was out in the open. But it was a moment in time where they made a decision and said, this person that I see right now is better than the person I already got. It was a moment when they said, this dude that I see right now is better than the dude I already got. This chick that I see right now is better than the chick I already got. Off perception. Off perception. And that chick, that dude can be totally opposite of who you are as a person. They could be the complete and total opposite of who you is. They could be a piece of shit. But it's not about being the better person, it's about being the better option. If you got something that the other motherfucker want that you ain't getting, you're going to go. That's what this shit really about. That motherfucker, that little chick that you got right now, she picked up on another nigga that got something that you ain't giving her. And he ain't better than you. He just got something you ain't giving him. That female that your dude looked at got something you ain't giving him. And that was it. That was it. They ain't better people. They just got something you ain't got. And they made a decision because that's what they got meant more to them than what you got to offer right now. There's one little thing that this other person got mean more than your dude, mean more than your chick than what you already giving them. And it could be anything. 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 And here's the thing. We just gonna be dark. Here's the thing that a lot of people not gonna admit. Here's the thing that a lot of people not gonna admit. People don't leave when shit is bad. No, they're not leaving when the shit is at the bottom. No, they don't leave then. Nope, they leave when they believe something better exists. I'm gonna say that again. Your chick didn't leave you when shit got rough. Your chick left when something better popped up. It's funny how a chick will ride with a motherfucker that ain't got shit. And then when something better come along, she gone. They're just like the dude that's at the bottom. And the chick come in and scoop him up and shit like that. She with this nigga at the bottom. And it's crazy that as soon as the nigga get better, more money, more status, whatever the case may be, ain't it crazy that he leave the bitch alone for another bitch? Ain't it crazy that when she came in and got you at the bottom, when you ain't had shit, and you worked your way up to having something, you leave her alone for a better option? And not a better person, a perceived better option. Cause y'all ain't got no problem saying, I'll go get a bitch at a McDonald's. She at the bottom. I'll go get you want a bitch at the bottom. So you can have some type of control over. But even when things are at the bottom, ain't it fun to have the little chick you got that was at the bottom that needed you hanging on to your every dollar? Ain't it funny that a nigga come in with more money or something better than you that she leave you alone for that nigga? See, it ain't when shit be fucked up that this motherfucker decide to leave you the fuck alone. No, it ain't that. It ain't never that. It's when something better pop up than you. They could deal with you when it's fucked up. They could deal with you when you at the bottom. It's when a better option come along and they like, you know what, I'm finna dip. That's when you feel slighted. Not when she down there in the trenches with your motherfucking ass. Not when he down there in the trenches with your motherfucking ass. Nah, you ain't leaving them then because he down there with your motherfucking ass and y'all thugging it out. And that ain't when you want to leave them. No, you want to leave them when after y'all get through thugging it out. After y'all get through taking all these slings and arrows and all that type of shit. Y'all have been to war. And y'all done came out the war with little some wounds and shit like that. You can get purple hearts and shit like that. It's when y'all get through fighting, whatever y'all fighting, and y'all in peace, and something pop up. Now, fuck peace. I can go with the better option. And now this dude, this chick that been fighting with your motherfucker, standing side by side with your motherfucking ass. Now you done left them high and dry because now you ain't got a better option. Not a better person, a better option. Because the whole time you were fighting, you wasn't getting no status. The whole time you were fighting, you wasn't getting no lifestyle. The whole time you were fighting, you wasn't getting something. Fuck all the fighting. You wasn't getting what you wanted. You were fighting with the nigga, standing side by side with the chick. But if something you still wasn't giving that man, something you still wasn't giving that woman, even though y'all hand in hand in this fight. And then as soon as a better man come along and as soon as a better woman come along, a better option, not a better person, a better option come along, they forget all that fighting y'all just did. I'm gonna go with the better option. They could treat me like shit without crying the beans. Ain't that what y'all say? He could be a terrible dude, but I can cry in the beans. She could be a piece of shit ass female, but she got that Gok 2000. You see how y'all think? You see how you think? You will sacrifice somebody that's giving it all with you for a little head or a little paper. And don't have a problem doing that shit. Don't have a problem leaving the motherfucker alone for that very motherfucking reason. Now you got a problem with somebody leave you the fuck alone. That's the crazy part about it. You feel some type of way when somebody leave you in the dirt for whatever reason they left you for, but you ain't got a problem doing what's best for you. See how that shit come around? You see how that shit come around? Mm. And see, and that's the one, and that's why you can do everything right and still get replaced. You could be the best man walker, you be the best female walker. You could do everything right, and they still will replace you because you wasn't competing. You wasn't competing against this man expectations. You weren't competing with this woman expectations. No, you weren't competing with that. You were competing with the better options. You were competing with other options. You weren't competing with expectations. You were competing with options. You could be the best man, best woman possible and still get replaced. Not because you didn't meet expectations, because there was multiple options that you were going up against. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? But this is how you get your little power back. This is how you get your power. Now, this is how you flip the shit. I'm gonna help you out. This is how you flip the shit. Getting outbid feels like rejection, but it's actually information. Data collection. Data collection. It tells you one thing clearly. Your positioning wasn't strong enough. Not your worth as a human being, your market position. And those are two very different things. It wasn't you as a human being. It wasn't you as a man. It wasn't you as a woman. It was your position in the dating market. That's why you collect your information when you with somebody to see what it is that they really want from you, what they really want out of life, and if you're able to give it to them. That's why a lot of people say this thing about settling. It's like I feel like I settle because I don't get everything I want. Well, what do you want? You want this, you want this, you want this, you want this, you want this. And you just have to sit back and like, well, let's be honest. You might get X, you might get X and Y, but you're not gonna get Z. And because you don't get Z, I settle. Okay. So this is the thing. Let me ask you, if you got everything you wanted, is you gonna be happy? And the clear answer is no. You're not gonna be happy when you get everything you want. See, you're tripping because you think she left, you think he left because you're not a good person. No, it's where you at in the market. You can be a good person. You can be a good dude. But when they sit here and they say you're not 6 feet, you feel some type of way. Why you feel some type of way? Let her go find a nigga that's 6 feet. Why are you trying to convince her to stay with you when she want a nigga that's 6 feet? Let her go find him. They around. Let her go find him. When y'all sit up here and complain about the 666 nigga, why are you stressing? Let her go find that nigga. They around. Let her go find that nigga and watch us crash on the motherfucking ground. Cause that nigga gonna treat her like an option. Now, the thing about that is, do you want to be the main chick with a nigga that actually give a fuck about you, or do you want to be an option with a nigga that don't give a fuck about you, but he can give you what you want? See, that's the thing. And the same with the dudes. If you want a female that's this, that, and the third, she out there. Like, Shawty, why are you stressing about a nigga talking about you ain't that chick? Cause you got a body. Cause you ain't cook. Like, if he want that chick that's gonna cook, clean, and do all these strange ass activities every motherfucking day, let him go find her. Let her go. Let them go find her. Don't stress. Let them go find her. Let them go. Quit stressing. See, you're trying to convince a motherfucker that ain't 6 feet. You trying to convince a motherfucker that ain't got a 6 pack, that ain't got 6 figures, that he less than because he ain't got what you looking for, but you're not trying to go look for it. Because you already know if you find it, you're not the only female that's dealing with him. And then reality strikes, reality kicks in, and it's like, damn, I want to be in a relationship, but I don't want to be in a relationship with this nigga and all these other bitches. Unless you're into that type of shit, then that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. And then you sit up here arguing with females all day, talking about they don't cook, they don't clean, they don't do this, that, and the third. And then you find one, and the chances are it's a million other niggas chasing behind that same female. You're in a competition. And you don't want to compete. You just want all the women that ain't doing the shit to start doing the shit so you won't have to compete. Because the one that you really want, you're in competition. Ain't that crazy? Neither the men or the women want to be in competition for the shit they say they really want. So you'll sit up there and say the niggas y'all come across, the females y'all come across on the daily, you the problem because you ain't what I want. But I see more of you than I see what I want on the daily. I ain't got no choice but to pick some from this pool of people that's average, mediocre. And I don't want to. But you don't want to go in that luxury pool where the females and the niggas is that you really want because there's other motherfuckers over there that's better options than you. You don't want to go swimming in the pool with the 666 niggas because the females ain't looking at your ass. You don't want to go swimming in the female that cook, clean, and do this, that, and the third every day because the niggas looking at their ass. So you'd rather be in a community pool that got piss in it, which I complain about all the motherfucker time. You going to the community center, swimming in the YMCA and all that type of shit. You going in these public pools that got piss in it and saying, why y'all gotta keep pissing in the pool? Why y'all can't be like that pool over there in that nice neighborhood? Because the motherfuckers ain't in the nice neighborhood. They don't want to be in the nice neighborhood. They're not doing anything to swim in the good pool. They like swimming in the muddy pool. They like swimming in the pissy pool. They like swimming in that pool. It takes too much to go into that good pool over there. It takes too much to get in that good neighborhood over there. So they'd rather stay in this bullshit right here and go swim and then complain about the pool that they swimming in when they don't want to go over there. They don't want to do what it takes to go in that pool over there. So you just keep swimming in the pool and complain about it. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. So you can be a good dude, you can be a good chick, but where's your position in the market? But ladies and gentlemen, like I just said, you can't complain about this man. You can't complain about this woman not meeting your expectation, not meeting your standards when you're not trying to go over there where the fuck you want to go. Where that man that you want, where that woman that you want, you're not trying to go over there where they're at because you already know it's other female trying to get that dude, and there's other dude trying to get that female. There's other dudes and other females over there too, and you don't want to compete. So what you do is you tell the motherfuckers you got access to on the daily to better they self so you can get with them. Until they better themselves, you're gonna complain about their lack of height and lack of money. They ain't sexy Dixie and all that type of shit. You're gonna complain about the same niggas you want to change so you can get with them because you lonely. You're gonna complain about the same females that you want them to change because you lonely. You gonna get up every motherfucking day and talk about men and women every motherfucking day to change their behavior, change how they look, change their financial situation so you won't be lonely. Because the motherfuckers you want got other motherfuckers want them and you don't want to compete. That's the truth. That's the truth. And and most people, most men, most women, they respond to this the wrong way. They chase hard. They over explain and try to prove themselves. And that lowers your value every time. That lowers your value even more than where it's already at. When you trying to go harder. I'm gonna go hard. I'm gonna chase a little harder. I'm gonna go try to knock. I'm gonna do more. I'm over explain myself. I gotta prove myself. I gotta prove I'm that nigga. I gotta prove I'm that. You're doing a lot of shit and now you ain't doing nothing making yourself look worse. You ain't doing nothing make yourself look worse. And instead of doing all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Build a life. Do some other shit to where people want to be around you. Build your life outside of men. Build your life outside of women that you're happy with. And when people see that your happiness, again, like I said in the beginning, if you see that I'm happy and you want a piece of my happiness, that means you need to act right to get a piece of my happiness, to get a piece of this life that I created for myself. If you want a piece, I'm happy to give you a piece. I'm happy to put you into my company. I'm happy to put you on my team, but you got to act right or it's no deal. You got to act right or it's no deal. Develop develop emotional control, not emotional dependency. That means keep yourself in check. Don't rely on no dude or no female to keep you in check emotionally. Do the work for yourself. Look at where you be crashing out at. Look at what trigger you. Like I just said before, when I started it, like it's like I got triggered by something I said. It made me feel some type of way, and I can't reach out to none of these content creators about none of this shit. I can't even talk to the people in my own house about how I felt at that point in time. Because then I'm looking for a crutch. I'm looking for a crutch because I feel some type of way. I need somebody to shoulder the crown. I need somebody to hold me up. And I'm like, nah, I can figure this shit out. I don't need nobody to figure out the problem for me. I don't need nobody to hold my motherfucking hand. I can do this. So when you start being able to do that type of shit, instead of having somebody have some type of control over you, you'll be better. So yeah, create a life that motherfuckers want a piece of, but only give them a piece if they worth it. Get some emotional control about yourself instead of looking for somebody to be your emotional crutch. Stop. Stop over availability. Improve your standards. Improve your standards. What? Oh, my bad. Improve your standards, not desperation. Do better. Quit being available to everybody that say they like you. Quit being available to everybody that say they want to holler at you. Quit being available to everybody. Improve your standards. Deal with people that meet your standards. And that's one of the things I say about men in the dating market. You have no standards. That's one of the things I pride my son on is like in a situation he in that, it's like, I don't have to be with you if I don't want to be with you. See, a lot of these content creators sit up here and tell dudes, you have no choice. You have a choice. You have a choice. A lot of these females feel like they don't have a choice. They have to deal with what's available. No, you don't have to. You only want to because you want to. You don't deal with the fucked up individual because you want to, not because you need them. You want to. You want to deal with the Pookies and the Ray Ray. You want to deal with the thought. You want to. You don't have to. You want to. Because you feel like if I raise my bars, if I raise my standards, that I'm not going to be with nobody. I'm going to be lonely. So I might as well keep them at a bare minimum so I can have somebody in my life. Why sacrifice your peace just to be with somebody? And don't let no motherfucker tell you, well, we're built to be with each other. We're built to be. No, 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 no. I'm not going to be with a motherfucker that's fucking me up. I'm not going to be with a female that's going to ruin my motherfucking peace. And I don't advise a nigga to be with a female that's going to ruin their peace. And same with females. Don't get with no nigga that's ruining your motherfucking peace. It don't make sense. Just because you want a nigga in the bed with you, because you want a female at the house with you and all that type of shit, you willing to deal with the worst of the worst just to be with somebody because you feel like they a better option than what you already got. It's a little perk, a little extra that they got going for themselves. You feel like they're gonna solve all the motherfucking problems, and all they're gonna do is cause more motherfucking problems in your motherfucking life. And then you're gonna cry. You're gonna say men ain't shit, women ain't shit. And you hope somehow, some way that the nigga or the female you left alone for the bigger, better deal will somehow, some way forgive you for your indiscretions and take you back just for you to sit there and try to do it all over again. Feel you. I 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 feel you. See, the goal is to become someone people compete for. The goal is to become somebody that people compete for. See, again, if you do that, it's gonna be men lined up at your door, child. There's gonna be women lined up at your door, my nigga. They're gonna be there. They're gonna be there. Now everybody ain't gonna have 100 participants. Everybody gonna have everybody trying to, everybody knocking down their door trying to get up with them. Teach his own. But you'll have some. Whether it's one, whether it's 10, might be 100. I don't know. You'll at least get one. Now the thing is, you're gonna accept that individual if it's just one. Are you gonna accept that individual that want to be with you? Or are you gonna sit there and say, I can hold out for something better? Because again, you don't have to get with a motherfucker that's not meeting standards just so you can be with somebody. That's foolish. I tell any man, any woman that type of shit, don't get with a motherfucker because you just lonely. You gonna fuck up what you got going on. You gonna lose focus. You gonna lose concentration. You might got some shit popping that you don't need a motherfucker around doing. That motherfucker ain't gonna do number and no throw everything off track because they need your attention. They need your validation. They need you to come to kiss their motherfucking ass because you got some shit going on that was going on before they got there, and now they want you to pay them some attention and stop doing what you're doing. I used to think like that. I used to think like that till I realized, oh no, it wasn't that she wanted more attention and trying to get me away from my music. No, it wasn't that. It was just that she saw some shit that I wasn't seeing at first when it came down to my music. And when I actually took a step back and started looking at what she was looking at, I'm like, she was right. She was right. It wasn't that she was trying to get me out of the studio. It wasn't trying she was trying to get me out of doing shows and shit like that. She was like the motherfucker wasn't serious. But because it was already there before she got there, I ain't want to hear that shit at first. I ain't want to hear that shit at first. But the more and more she said, and I'm taking my woman advice. I'm looking at the shit, even though I'm battling with her motherfucking ass. Even though I'm arguing with her ass about some shit and kind of telling her she don't know what she's talking about, I'm listening to her. And I'm sitting back and looking, I'm like, she right. These motherfuckers ain't serious. These motherfuckers wasn't serious. It wasn't that she ain't want me to do the shit. She was like, the motherfucker wasn't serious. And when I finally looked and paid attention, I'm like, she was right. And then the snowball came until when we broke up. And I was like, well, shit, I didn't feel no type of way when the group broke up. Because I was doing what I was doing and she watched me what I was doing. She was supporting what I was doing when I wasn't around there. Because when we broke up, all I did was kept doing what I was doing. I didn't fall out. I kept doing what I was doing. But I was glad that she peeped some shit that I was told too blind to see. So every situation you might be having something going on. Every situation don't mean that she wants some more attention or he wants some more attention. It's just that they might see some shit that you ain't seeing because of the shit you already got going on, and you got so much faith and so much investment to this shit that you don't want to leave that shit alone. But truth of the matter is, it's fucking you up more than that person that came in and telling you, I see some bullshit. So it's a slippery slope, and you gotta deal with how you deal with it. It's a slippery slope, but you gotta deal with how you deal with it. So again, you ain't losing. You just got outbid it. And now you understand that you stop taking things personally and stop playing the game strategically. Quit getting in your feelings. Quit calling them bitches and hoes. Quit saying women are manipulators and all that type of shit. Nope. Nope. You just got outbid it. Quit taking it so personal. Because in a world driven by perception, value, and options, the winner isn't the winner isn't the one who tried the hardest. It's the one who positioned themselves the longest. It ain't the one who tried the hardest, the one who can position themselves the best. So if you can make yourself look like you the better nigga, you can make yourself look like the better female. Go ahead, do what you do. Do whatever it takes to make yourself look like you the better option. But be real about the situation. Just don't do the shit and be a manipulator about the motherfucking shit. No, 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 no. Make yourself the better option for real. Because no matter how many times I've been called the worst of the worst, everything I did was genuine in who I am. And it took time. It took time. I'm not saying this shit gonna happen overnight. It takes time, depending on how old you is. And again, like I said, I've been called these names: narcissistic, arrogant, conceited, cocky. I've been called these type of names since I was a teenager. Not in my 20s, not in my 30s, not in my 40s. When I was a teen, I was already with the shit. But I was also doing what I wanted to do. I created my own life. I was dealing with females that met my standards. You feel what I'm saying? It wasn't like I was just dealing with any motherfucker to be in a relationship with. Now, don't get it twisted now. I was a motherfucker that did what I did. But as far as a relationship, a girlfriend, oh no, they make certain standards. I gave them a piece of me because they were worth it. You just a random motherfucker that's shaking your ass in the strip club, man. I'll give you the high 50 and get on down. That's the only relationship I had, which is a cash for ass situation. But as far as a girlfriend, yeah. You met the qualifications and I gave you a piece of my world. Now, I might have been fucked up. I might have been with the shit, but I was genuine in giving my girlfriend a piece of my world. I just doesn't claim any woman to be my girlfriend. They had to have qualifications. I'm just a fucked up individual. And I got better. But again, like I said, I don't give a fuck no more. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Like it or not. Like it or not. So this made you feel some type of way. This made you rethink attraction, how it works. Subscribe to the channel. You feel what I'm saying? Because most people are still operating off emotions. While a small percentage understand the system behind the dating market. And once you understand the system, once you see the system, once you acknowledge that the system exists and you start playing by the system rules instead of trying to change the system, you can't unsee it. You can't unsee it. You can't undo it. Nothing. Once you realize, once you see how the system works, you ain't gonna be able to unsee it. It's just that when you see it, you're gonna be able to operate inside of it and not be fucked up about it. Everybody not gonna catch on at the same level. Some of us gonna catch on a little bit quicker than others. Some of us gonna take a little bit longer. But the thing is to understand it and adapt. So yep. So anyway, I'm finna get on now. My wife is cooking breakfast right now, so I'm finna get ready to eat in a couple of minutes. And I'll holler at y'all good people later.
Told you. Explain everything I learned. Say less. Make them lean in. Let's talk more pool, that's the code I live by. If they gotta ask questions, I already wasn't right. I don't show the whole play, I just give them the why. Mystery, make them invest, transparency, make them scroll by. Less, more pull, let the silence reply. I don't need to convince, let the presence imply. If they curious, they coming, I don't
gotta try. Mystery make them commit, transparency make them pass by. Everybody oversharing, trying to prove they the one. Every detail on display, now the tension is gone. If you in it all the way, what's the reason to stay? No discovery, no desire, no reason to pay. See, attraction is occurring, I just tap in the flow. I don't chase attention, I just give them a glow. When you speaking outcomes, not the steps that you took. Now they leaning in heavy like the end of a hook. Yeah, I don't over justify, I don't beg to be heard. I just plant a small seed, let it spread through the world. And the ones who align, they gon' follow the trail. Curiosity convert, that's a silent sale. If you gotta explain it, you lower your frame. If you quiet with power, they remember your name. It's not what you say, it's the space that you leave. The space turn attention into something they need. I don't post every move, I don't show every win. I let essence talk loud, let it echo within. See the market is loud, everybody compete. But the quiet authority hit different on beat. I give glimpses of vision, I don't open the vault. Make them wonder what's deeper, now they feel it's their fault. If they don't lean in close, they might miss what I know. And that fear of missing out, turn a spark to a glow. I don't argue with doubters, I don't fight for belief. I just let results talk, let success be the brief. If they ready, they find me, if not let them pass. I don't need every eye, I just need the right class. Say less, let it breathe. What's hidden got more gravity. When they ask, you receive. That's the law of attraction, see. Let's talk, it's more pull, that's the code I live by. If they gotta ask questions, I already want right. I don't show the whole play, I just give them the why. Mystery make them invest, transparency make them scroll by. Let's talk more pull, let the silence reply. I don't need to convince, let the presence imply. If they curious, they coming, I don't gotta try. Mystery make them commit, transparency make them pass by. They told you.